America once built the best flashlights on Earth. Today, a single city in China builds more of them in one day than the entire United States builds in a year. And the brands you trust, the ones selling that rugged, all-American image, are molded on the same overseas lines as the $10 light at the checkout counter. Only 4 companies still build flashlights on American soil, and one of them turned down a fortune to keep it that way. Number 4, Elzetta from Lexington, Kentucky, stands as the smallest survivor among American-made flashlight brands. Founded in 2007 by 2 mechanical engineers, Elzetta was built on a single principle. If a tactical flashlight claims to be American, then every step of its creation, design, machining, assembly should happen on U.S. soil. In a world obsessed with volume and cost-cutting, Elzetta rejects mass production entirely. Each light is built to order, not churned out by the thousands in an overseas plant. The company's workshop employs just 7 people, yet every tool, every piece of aluminum, every minute of labor is sourced within the United States. The result is a modular, multi-layer flashlight designed for real-world punishment. Electronics are fully potted for water resistance, and the body is engineered to withstand both impact and the recoil of weapon-mounted use. Law enforcement and tactical users trust Elzetta because the lights deliver when failure is not an option. No shortcuts, no offshore compromise. Even as the global market floods with cheap imports, Elzetta's annual revenue holds steady at around $1.8 million. Proof that there's still a place for premium, honest manufacturing. For buyers who care about more than just a logo, the country of origin stamp on an Elzetta light is not a marketing gimmick. It's a statement of fact. And while the big players chase scale, Elzetta quietly proves that American know-how can still compete, one hand-built flashlight at a time. But the next survivor on this list did not just resist offshoring. He stared down a fortune and chose his workers over Wall Street. Number 3, Malkoff Devices, based in Enterprise, Alabama, represents a rare story of American manufacturing that began not in a boardroom but on a kitchen table. Gene Malkoff, an electrician by trade, found himself frustrated by flashlights that failed when he needed them most. The turning point came after a police officer called him about a shattered lens, a moment that pushed Malkoff to experiment with brighter, tougher LED upgrades. What started as hobbyist tinkering for friends and neighbors soon became a steady stream of custom retrofits, first for Maglite and SureFire bodies, then for a growing circle of enthusiasts online. By the mid-2000s, Malkoff Devices had moved from kitchen table prototypes to a dedicated 11,000 square foot facility in Enterprise. Here, a small crew of about 30 workers builds every light and LED module from the ground up. The team assembles high-output circuit boards using equipment sourced from Pennsylvania, and then encases the electronics in epoxy, a process known as potting, to make them almost indestructible. This commitment to durability isn't just a marketing line. Law enforcement officers, military personnel, and serious outdoorsmen have come to rely on Malkoff's drop-in upgrades and complete flashlights because they're engineered to survive real-world abuse, not just lab tests. Every Malkoff light is designed and built in Alabama, meeting the Federal Trade Commission's strict Made in USA standard. The brand's reputation for reliability has grown through word of mouth and online forums, earning a cult following among those who want gear that lasts a lifetime. In an industry where most competitors have chased cheaper labor and mass production overseas, Malkoff Devices stands as proof that small-batch, American-made quality can still win loyal customers. But the next name on this list would take domestic manufacturing to a scale and a level of public defiance that even Malkoff's followers could only imagine. Number 2, SureFire, headquartered in Fountain Valley, California, built its reputation on a single, uncompromising premise. When lives are on the line, failure is not an option. The story begins in 1969, when Caltech-trained physicist John Matthews pioneered commercial laser sight technology for firearms. That technical pedigree, born in military labs and police armories, would set the foundation for a new kind of flashlight, one engineered for the harshest environments on Earth. SureFire's production line is a study in American precision. Every tactical flashlight and weapon light is designed, CNC machined, hard anodized, and assembled in the same California facility. The bodies are milled from aerospace-grade aluminum, then anodized for maximum durability, a process refined after a United States Border Patrol field failure led to a complete overhaul of the company's standards. The engineering doesn't stop at the casing. Over 90% of SureFire's printed circuit boards are fabricated domestically, and the final assembly is handled by skilled workers who understand that a single mistake could mean the difference between mission success and disaster. That relentless focus on reliability has made SureFire the tool of choice for United States Navy SEALs, police SWAT teams, and search and rescue crews who operate in environments where a flashlight is more than just a convenience, it's a lifeline. In a global market where Shenzhen's factories now produce tens of millions of lights each year, SureFire refuses to chase volume or cut corners. While most competitors, from Olight and Nightcore to Streamlight, have shifted their production to China and rely on ambiguous labels like "Designed in USA," SureFire's tactical lineup still meets the Federal Trade Commission's strict all or virtually all standard for American-made goods. For those who demand clarity, not just in illumination, but in provenance, SureFire stands as the American answer to a market flooded with imports. But the number one survivor on this list didn't just build a reputation on reliability. He built an empire on a promise to keep every job, every tool, and every light right here at home. And finally, in first place, Maglite stands as the clearest symbol of what American manufacturing could have been, and what, in one California factory, it still is. The story begins not in a boardroom, but in a rented Los Angeles garage, where Anthony "Tony" Maglite, a Croatian immigrant with $125 and a machinist's skill, set up shop in 1955. By 1974, Mag Instrument had taken shape, and just 5 years later, Maglite launched its first flashlight. A tool built not for the bargain bin, but for police officers and public safety crews who demanded reliability above all else. Maglite's vision was simple. A flashlight should be as tough as the people who carry it. Each Maglite body is machined from aircraft-grade aluminum, knurled for grip, and drilled to tolerances that rival aerospace parts. In 1982, as the rest of the industry eyed cheaper labor abroad, Maglite doubled down on American soil. opening a 126,000 square foot factory in Ontario, California. The choice was not without cost. At a time when overseas production could cut manufacturing expenses by 2/3, Maglite refused to move. He turned down offers to offshore, insisting that the jobs, skills, and pride would remain in his adopted hometown. Today, more than 800 American workers still clock in at that same Ontario plant, building every Maglite from start to finish. The company meets the Federal Trade Commission's strictest Made in USA standard, final assembly, machining, and over 99% of components are sourced domestically. In a market flooded with imported lights, where designed in USA or assembled in USA labels often conceal a Chinese origin, Maglite's stamp is not a loophole. It is a promise. For decades, Maglite has resisted the tide that swept nearly every other American flashlight brand offshore. The decision cost millions in potential savings, but it preserved something rarer, a living link to the era when American factories didn't just make products, they made communities. Maglite's factory floor still hums with the sound of machines and voices, a daily reminder that offshoring was a choice, not a necessity. But for every Maglite that rolls off the line in Ontario, there are 100 competitors boxed and shipped from Shenzhen. The last great American flashlight isn't just a tool, it's proof that the old way can still survive if someone is stubborn enough to keep the lights on. Across these 4 brands, one truth shines through. Making something honestly in America now takes stubborn resolve and real sacrifice. The gap between the label and the labor has never been wider. In a world of shortcuts, these lights show what real craftsmanship still means. Thanks for watching.